My card base today is 5 by 6.5 inches, and it has some coordinating pattern paper on the inside, and I will leave a section for a sentiment to be added. My first layer is going to be this Caribbean cardstock. This is from Authentique as well. This is part of their Spectrum cardstock collection. I have it on the stripe side because it was a little bit more of a tone-on-tone pattern. And then I added foam to the back with double-sided adhesive tape. I'm also going to add a line of Tombow Mono Multi just so that I will be extra confident that that foam is going to stay in place. And that is just centered on the card front with an 1/8 of an inch border. Here's my first paper pattern layer, that beautiful checker with the green and blue, and I'm just adding that to the card front as well. The second pattern is a strip that will run across the middle, and I have added some of that cardstock border as well to keep the paper patterns from looking busy. Next, I have this beautiful intricate die cut doily. This is from Fun Stamper's Journey, and I picked this up during the sale at Spellbinders. I'm going to tack it down temporarily because that will hold it in place while the other layers are added, and those are what will basically secure that to the card. Now, here is a strip that I created with a fishtail banner that is stitched on the edge. It wasn't quite long enough, so I just cut two and joined them. So this is going right about here. I love how that stripe looks against this background blue. Here's my focal image. This comes from the die cut elements sheet, and I'm just going to position that here so that you definitely get the effect of both of those fishtail cuts. I have a larger flower arrangement created with the poinsettias with glitter paper, this time in blue, and I also have some smaller white flowers. These cherry blossom flowers come from Really Reasonable Ribbon, and then I've tucked in some loopy twine bows and die cut leaves. I'm just going to position it here so that you definitely get the full impression of that image being a small banner shape. Here's my bow, and I have tied this with blue chevron striped twill. It's topped with a loopy twine bow and then 3 little jingle bells, and I'm going to add that right to the bottom. Here's another small piece from that die cut page. It's just a small snowflake. I'm going to add it here and then top it with these holiday charms. I picked these up from the Funky Junky Boutique. There's also a very small vintage button. Just added that to the center of that snowflake. Here's a smaller arrangement. I'm going to add it to the bottom, but it has all the same flowers as the larger one, but just in a smaller scale. And then last but not least, a couple vintage buttons for the bottom. So that is all for my vintage inspired Christmas greeting card created with the Snowfall collection from Authentique paper. Now, that ephemera sheet had 2 similar shapes with the vintage images, so I went ahead and made 2 cards. They're both the same layout, so it was super easy to create these using the same pattern. If you check out the description below, you will find links to the Snowfall collection as well as to the Really Reasonable Ribbon store and the Funky Junky Boutique. As always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye!